Welcome to another bona fide episode of CannaBase Radio Show. I'm your host, Johnny Chaos. With me always is my co-host, Brian.
Yeah.
On today's episode, we are going to go over smoking from the past. Who would you smoke with? Who would you bring back from the dead and smoke with? If you could, anybody, regardless of them.
Like language barriers.
Yeah, language barriers, whether they used cannabis when they were alive or not.
Yeah, smoke session with them.
Yeah,
regardless
exactly.
of if they liked it, but...
Exactly. One of our other topics today is, do you smoke with your dealer? Because I certainly do. And what is your definition of the munchies? Like, what do you guys like to eat and munch on when you're super baked out of your minds? So, let's start off, let's have you start it off today, Brian.
What do you want to run with?
Let's start off with smoking from the past. I believe that was your suggestion, right?
Yeah, I want to know, from other people too, though, like what their ideas are, of who they would want to smoke with and why. Personally, I've been listening to a lot of George Carlin again, so I think that it would be really dope to just see him riff on shit, because the way he broke down our society and everything towards like the end of his years, not a lot has changed. If anything, we have more pansy snowflakes that he was already complaining about the world turning into, and it's came in more. So I'd like to see, I don't know what he would think, but as far as getting that dude high, I think that he would be a fucking riot to chat with.
I feel like maybe if you got Gandhi high, like that dude was already like super enlightened, right?
Just write down everything he tells you.
Right? Absolutely. Like, just take it with strides, and just use it in your everyday life. Like, I feel like if you gave Gandhi cannabis, which he probably was already on cannabis, I feel like that's why he was so uplifted and enlightened about things. And people were like, oh, he's such a great guy. But then, the U.S. government and trying to control everything, and they get rid of cannabis and make it a controlled one substance and all that stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this, because Gandhi fasted. He was known for fasting. You cannot be that much of a pothead and not have the munchies.
But he was enlightened. He had that whole meditation,
I do agree.
the whole meditation thing, man.
Yes.
Like,
that one's good.
He could be as high as he wants to and probably never gets the munchies because he's got his own mind mastered.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can tell your body you aren't really hungry when you are, and you tell it.
Right? And that's the thing with Gandhi. It's,
okay.
There wouldn't be, like you said, no language barrier, anything like that. So I would literally be able to sit there and just pick his brain and just smoke with him, maybe joke around a little bit, because I feel like Gandhi would be a funny guy, man. I feel like he'd rip hella jokes because he's so enlightened.
I agree with you on that. Out of all musicians and shit, too, you would go with Gandhi.
Out of musicians,
Hold on, is Gandhi dead? I'm so stoned.
Yeah, I think Gandhi's been gone for a long time now.
Oh, my
God. If we had our fact checker here today.
Right?
But she's nowhere to be found. Our on-again, off-again factator, Athena, where are you? We need you.
She was here.
No, she's doing family things. She's cool. You know what I mean?
No, I'm actually curious. Is this...
Are you Googling about Gandhi right now?
I'm trying.
Are you going to enlighten yourself more than we enlightened ourselves with dabs before the show?
Are you kidding me? He was assassinated in 48? What? What?
Wait, he was assassinated when? Let me read this real quick.
Is this... What?
Gandhi was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and a political ethicist who employed non-violent resistance. Cool. Born October 2nd, 1869. Assassinated, in New Delhi in 1948. Obviously, somebody didn't like his views. The government! Wink, wink. But yeah, no. I feel like out of musicians, man.
I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah.
I feel so stupid, like, oh my god.
I mean, I didn't really know that either. I just feel like Gandhi would be a cool person to smoke with. I'm not saying I'm super versed in culture
What?
or anything like that. You know, I'm not the smartest cookie cutter in the bunch. But no, yeah, like
Well, I
I
guess
said.
I straight up am stupid as fuck. God.
Yeah, but out of musicians and stuff, man, I feel like I'd probably want to bring Chester Bennington from like a park back, kind of pick his brain and be like, hey, I kind of understand you now. Like I didn't understand their songs when I was growing up. I just thought they sounded cool and I loved singing along to them. But when you find out it's a message of sadness, it's like, hey, maybe if we smoked a blunt together, you wouldn't have fucking killed yourself. You know what I mean?
I'm sure there's a little bit more, but
Yeah, no, guaranteed.
good intentions.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to be disrespectful, rest in peace, Chester Bennington, Linkin Park. One love, what's up?
Like, for me, though, shit. Like, to bring back one of my favorite artists, like Michelangelo or Salvador Dali, like, I don't really want to have a conversation with them necessarily. I see what they...
You just kind of want to hang out and just pass a blunt back and forth quietly?
I'm just saying, like...
Because sometimes you need no words, man. You don't need words.
Like, I would rather just look through their sketchbooks. You know, like, they don't necessarily have to be alive and have a conversation with me, you know,
Mhm.
like... Because I know, like, how music's close to you. But as far as an artist to me, I don't know if I would actually, like, go that route.
You think you bring back, like, Bob Marley? Just be like, hey, you're one of the greats anyways, so, like, why not?
Nah, I'd bring back, like,
Don't be a generic. Don't say Tupac or, like, Biggie. You know what I mean?
It would be something like that. That would be interesting, but I didn't say it because I feel like I've seen their personas too in video and stuff, so, yeah. I don't know.
Remember, any musician.
Doing DMT with Jimi Hendrix.
Touche.
Being like, hey man, this is the future. Welcome to the watch.
We didn't specify what they were smoking.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
How about that? Update the fucking a flash from the
Be like,
past.
hey, bro, try this. You know what I mean? It's good for you.
Whole
It's the new
different
age.
world.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Let's talk about smoking with your dealer. What is your take on that? Have you ever smoked with your dealer?
Yeah, so I like this topic because the reason it came up is I was talking about how I knew this guy who he always sold you a straight up eighth is 3.5, you know, and a gram was 1, maybe 1.1 tops. He would never hook it up. It was never anything like that. He just gave you straight across, but he would never let me smoke my own weed with him, and he would always want to smoke after, you know, I got a sack or something. So I thought that was kind of cool. Like, you're not gonna get hooked up, but there's still a little love of like, yo, let's play a couple fighting game matches, and I'm gonna load up the bong, keep your weed to yourself, and you just chill, and you know, dude will roll it up out of his own, you know, personal stash. I always like that, man. I also like one dude I'd get like a little bit of weed and just ask him if they want to go half on a blunt. And every single time he was like, "Yeah, run that." Like, so he just used to twist up. Like,
Yeah,
I think
'cause
that's
why
legit.
not? Why not? I mean, one of the guys that I used to buy from all the time, I don't always anymore because recreational dispensaries, and yeah, they're kind of pricey, but they do have more of a variety than what I can get from the homie down the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but every time I hit up my guy, man, you know, before I broke my legs, stuff like that, it was, I'd jump in my car, hit him up, hey, bro, you know, you got like a 10, a 20, whatever. And he'd be like, yeah, I got you, bro, come over. All right, cool. Roll over there. Dude's already sitting on his porch, got a couple of joints rolled and ready for us to sit there and smoke. Fucking, and he tossed me my bag, man. We'd sit there and fucking talk about music and shit for at least 2 hours just sitting there fucking smoking those joints, man. And he always kind of hooked it up too, man. It was, even if I bought a gram from him, he'd always give me like 0.5 over, 0.8 over, something like that. He'd always kick a little tiny bit extra, and people don't think that extra little bit counts, but it really adds up.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I loved hanging out with him and smoking with him and shit, but he got a new line of career where now he's off making more money working on cars and shit. You know what I mean? So he's doing pretty well for himself.
Like, I had a friend who used to always leave a bowl. You know, like, he would come through, service a little something, and then fucking he would always just leave a little pile, or, you know, I'm still friends with that guy too. But yeah, he'll pack a bowl and then be out, or...
Right, yeah, even my Connect,
cool.
man, I had a Connect out Northern California, man, used to give me big boxes of weed just to do whatever the hell I wanted with. He didn't care as long as he got his cut. You know what I mean? Back when I was selling, that's when my dealer became my customer, and I started selling my dealer ounces and things like that, and it just got to that point, man, where we kind of came to that mutual understanding of, hey, I got your back, you got my back, and we've always fucking dealt with each other in our business and buying from one another and things like that. So he's one of those dealers that I can trust and all of that, but it's also the fact that the dispensary comes through 100% of the time versus
that's right.
versus hitting up the homie and being like, hey man, you got anything on you right now? Alright, let me roll through. 5 hours fucking later, he never even shows up.
Alright, so with all that weed, did you just smoke it, sell it, or did you actually, like,
oh man,
some of this is for hash and then
oh
some
no,
of this is edibles?
I did a lot of just smoking it myself because chronic stoner, you know. But yeah, I did a lot of smoking it myself, but I'd pull it off. I'd sell some here and there, you know. I'd not intentionally, like, I'd never really hit people up to be like, hey, I got weed, buy it from me. I would just have people hit me up because they knew I had weed, and they were like, hey, could you kick me some, and blah blah.
But like, you weren't moving weight, like,
yeah, like I wasn't.
Come by for your 3 ounces.
Yeah, no, I wasn't actively trying to sell. I wasn't advertising it. It's just the homies came up and.
I'll sell you an eighth.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like.
Okay.
Just to make that little bit of money, but. You know, that's where it varies. Is I did that for so long, and then now that I'm back at that point in my life where I don't always have that much cannabis at one point in time, I don't have the same connections as I used to, where now a bunch of my friends, they all have weed and stuff, and I'm like, hey, I'm all out of shit, kick me a little something, you know what I mean, like, help me out. And they're like, oh man, sorry, I can't, even though they're like holding fucking 3 ounces, and I'm just like, you can't even kick me like a fucking nickel bag? The fuck? You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know how much
honestly, here's a question I want to hear from our listeners, all 2 of y'all. I want to know.
There's like 5 now.
We're up to 5.5. I want to know
half a midget.
How that just meant a person that doesn't listen to the whole thing, but they listen to half of it. I want to know, how far do you go in between sack and shit? Like, if you know that you're going to be smoking your last bowl today after you get off of work, are you already going to come home with a gram? Or, like...
So, like, pre-planning.
Yeah, I haven't ran out of weed in a long time. You know, like, there's always the times where it's like, oh, well, I know I can scrounge some roaches out of the thing.
Dude,
But being out...
I run out of weed every couple of days.
I hate that feeling.
Like, I just ran out. Like, what I just smoked with you was the last...
But you still got the sauce.
Well,
the
yeah.
dabs, so
yeah, I still got the
That's what
dabs,
I'm saying. You're not out.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about just flour in general. Because, like, I never bought wax from this guy or anything. Like, it was just straight flour from him. But no, I used to make edibles, and, you know, I'd sell some of my shit and smoke some of it.
Like, have something, some version.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I always had stuff, but now it's at that point where I don't always have stuff anymore.
I don't like that feeling, man.
Dude, I hate that feeling. I mean, my disability kicked in, but then it got all fucked up, so now I'm out of money until the disability fucking kicks back in.
Like,
Donations welcome.
I can go a day at work and then coming home and not smoking, knowing that I have a joint or something. You know, and I can just smoke it in the morning or maybe tomorrow after work if I can go that long. Knowing that I have a little something, like I know that I have a bowl, and I just like, if I hit up the dealer dude and just be like, oh, I won't be here until tomorrow night. Well, fuck me, but at least I know I have that bowl, and I would like to not run out. You know,
I mean,
I can do that easier.
sometimes I scrounge. You know, I do have my roaches and everything that I go through just to kind of.
I'm not too good. No.
Yeah.
I smoke resin balls.
Yeah, right. I scrape all my balls and everything. It sounded like I said balls. I scrape my balls.
I scrape resin.
Yes, off of my balls. I don't know why I do this shit naked. I gotta stop. Really, it's a bad habit. Now, anyway.
That has to smell even worse.
Oh, dude, it's terrible. Especially when there's sweat.
Resin smoke is gross.
Oh, dude, it tastes
It's
terrible.
so
But, I mean, resin
nasty.
smoke gets me pretty high. There's a question I want to ask the viewers. Do you guys smoke resin?
Yeah.
Chime in. Hit us up on our Facebook. Let us know. Back to the point of making things, like edibles. What's your definition, man, of the munchies? Because when I get the munchies, when I'm sitting there smoking all day, and I get the munchies, it varies. And I mean, it's a hardcore varying scale. Sometimes I want cereal, you know what I mean? Sometimes I want a Pop-Tart. Sometimes I just want to go to the store and spend $150 and nothing but fucking candy and junk food and give myself diabetes. You know what I mean? I'm not trying. I'm addicted to the sugar, baby. You know what I mean?
I don't necessarily have a sweet tooth, but I guess, like, the reason I wanted this one to be a topic was because you proposed a totally different scenario where it's like you have the munchies, so that's why you guys all jump in the car and go to Sizzlers. You know, like, even if that's a 5-minute drive or something, I feel like that's not the same. Like, munchies to me is,
So
I'm
would
gonna
you
eat
want
this
something?
right now 'cause
Would you
I'm
want
high
something
enough.
quick,
Yes,
or
right there.
would you want to go
Like, I'm so high that I'm
to a
eating
restaurant?
this.
Wait, I like jumping in the car, smoking weed on the way to the restaurant. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Getting the munchies, ordering an appetizer right after I walk through the door. You know what I mean? I walk in, I'm like, mozzarella sticks.
I feel like that you're just being high the whole time. But, like,
I love being high the whole time.
I agree. But I don't consider that munchies. I feel like munchies is more like me, I like to reheat fucking pizza. So if I'm just like, oh, we got cold pizza, fuck a microwave, that's because I'm that.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll eat cold pizza any time of the day, though.
I'm just trying to give you an example.
No,
like
I feel that.
If
I feel that.
there's something where you're just like, I hate cinnamon buns, and you're just like, I've had 3 of these in a row.
Man, I'm going to be honest with
I feel
you.
like that's the difference of a munchies.
I've bought, like, a burrito from Taco Bell, went home, got high,
Forgot about it,
right? Kept smoking. The munchies did finally kick in to the point to where I was like, fuck, I gotta eat right now. Like, I'm gonna eat my own fucking hand if I don't eat something, right? So I roll off my bed, man, just to look in my fridge, see if I got anything to eat.
This is with your broken leg?
Yeah, not realizing that I didn't put the burrito in the fridge. I just left it sitting out. You know what I mean? And I found the burrito. It was a little hard around the edges.
But you still...
Bro, I gnawed that thing down so fucking quick.
See,
You know what I
that's
mean?
closer to what I feel munchies are.
Oh, no, I completely agree. But I also always feel that way. You know what I mean? Where when I get the munchies, I'm just super hungry and I want to eat right at that second.
Hmm?
But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I could eat $1 cheeseburger from McDonald's. Or I'm like, you know what? I could probably go to Chili's right now, sit down, wait 10 minutes for a fucking dope-ass salad. You know what I mean? And be able to eat some tortilla chips. Like...
My version is like, oh shit, we're out of everything good to eat. I'm gonna kill a whole sleeve of crackers and a couple of marshmallows.
I've
because
done that.
Fuck it.
I've done that, absolutely.
That's what I feel
I've
like.
had ghetto
munchies.
s'mores. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
right.
Club crackers, a Hershey Kiss, and maybe a marshmallow or two.
You know, you just kind of eat shit because it's in there.
Yeah.
You wrap something in lettuce thinking you're fancy and shit. It's like just whatever, a straight cheese.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lettuce wrap with like what are the I can't remember the brand of pepperonis, but you know what I'm talking about.
I got a feeling.
Yeah, they come in their pepperonis already sliced in their own packs, and so I get some of those, right? Then some of the Kraft cheese sticks. They don't even taste that great. They're just the cheapest ones. You know what I mean? So yeah, right. Sorry, Kraft. Anyway, so yeah, I get those.
No sponsorship.
Yeah, right. Not from them, not at all. Maybe like a hot dog. And then,
oh my god,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, and then I just wrap it up in a tortilla, bro. You know what I mean? Ghetto wraps.
That is bad.
When you got the munchies, you will pretty much eat anything, and that's what I think, dude.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's
I don't think.
different
I don't think it
In-N-Out.
matters what's in front of you. If you have the munchies that bad, you're gonna eat it. I mean, granted, I'm kind of picky, so if there was like sardines in front of me, and I had the
have a
munchies,
line.
yeah, like if I had the munchies, I would probably gnaw off my broken foot
Yeah.
before I ate those sardines.
Not going that far.
Yeah.
Hell no.
You know.
But see, so that's what I mean. Like if you make a plan to go to In-N-Out and get a sandwich or a burger, I mean, it's not really Munchies anymore. I feel like Munchies is where you went through an entire bag of family-sized Dorito chips, and then you're looking for another thing to eat, and you can't justify it other than I have the Munchies.
Yeah,
like,
no, I agree.
I'm just gonna kill a thing of Oreos.
But that's what I'm saying. From perspective-wise, is like if I planned to go to In-N-Out, and I know already, I'm like, you know what, I'm probably just gonna hit the drive-thru, you know, because I don't fucking want to go inside. And there are certain times of the day where you could hit the drive-thru and there ain't nobody there. You don't have to wait for shit.
Okay, I know where you're going. So, are you saying that Munchies are a craving? If you crave it and you want to go somewhere that's a 15
That's what I'm saying.
drive,
When you have the munchies and there's just nothing in your house to eat, and you're just like, fuck, I got the munchies. I'm hungry. What the hell am I gonna fucking eat?
I guess, but then again, it's just for the sake of a dumb.
Because it's like, all
stoner
right, so
argument.
it's like if I got really stoned before going to the food court at the mall. I'm stoned. I'm at the food court.
And you have the craving.
And I had the munchies. I got all these different things to choose from. Guess what? I'm stoned as fuck. I'm gonna close my eyes, stand right in the center of the food court, spin around in a circle pointing, and whatever my finger lands on, boy, that's what I'm fucking eating.
You know, it's a damn lie. You know, you're gonna get a bowl of orange chicken. You're gonna get a slice of Sbarro pizza. You're gonna get a hot dog from.
You know what? That's absolutely right. Touche.
Hit up the ice cream place.
I agree with you full on 100%. I would actually get something from each place if I was at the food court and I had the munchies, because I'm like, why not? But then at that point, would you do it that way? Or would you save that money and go to like a Chinese food buffet where for some reason they have everything?
I don't know if I'm gonna go to a buffet again.
What if it was CC's Pizza? Where you...
Okay, maybe I won't go to those Chinese buffets again.
Yeah, but you'll still go to a buffet.
Mm,
Just depending on the
know,
buffet.
man.
I'll never go back to Golden Corral. Yes, you can coin me for phrasing that.
Okay,
I will
think
never
I'm
go
good
back
off
to
of
Golden Corral.
buffets, dude.
I agree. I don't
They're
need enough.
really gross
I
if
don't
you
need
think
enough to
about
go
it.
to buffets.
The food is like a B quality,
Let's
and all the people.
put it this way. I went to Bakersfield. Went to Golden Corral. Paid $40 for 2 people.
How
Only
many
to take 5 bites.
dollars?
40. That's a lot when you just had to spend like
It's
30
just
in
funny
gas.
how you
know what what
said
I
it.
mean? Yeah.
40
No, I was kind of upset about it, but we were there.
But 4 bites for real.
We were there for my fiance's best friend was in town, you know, so we were there visiting her, and they were having a good time. I didn't want that party to end for them, so I was like, you know what, $40, fuck it, I'll pay $40. As I'm standing at the cashier's counter paying to get in, and they're like $40, and my face is just like, oh shit, for real? That's expensive. I haven't paid more than $5 for a buffet in years.
I mean, $10 a person.
I don't know. I've never been to a buffet and paid $10 a head.
Yeah, I've been to that shit in Vegas where it was like 30 something. Yeah.
I'm too broke for
Maybe
Vegas.
it was me and two people.
Yeah, I'm way too broke for Vegas, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
No, buffets are fucking gross because if you go into a buffet before you should pay, you should be allowed to look at their bathrooms.
No, I agree.
And then turn
You know
around
what? I
and
did
walk
actually.
out
I
and
did
go to
eat
a
at
regular
one
restaurant.
buffet that was in Vegas when I was 17. We were moving here to California from Virginia, and being in Las Vegas, man, fucking my parents were like, "Hey, let's go eat at this buffet." I don't remember what the hell casino it was in, but it was super expensive to eat there, and the food was absolute garbage. It was just you would think for a casino that makes so much fucking money, their food was trash.
That's what I'm saying. Buffets are
Or Indian casino right down the way, bro. Their buffets got better food.
Actually, yeah, the Bellas does have some
I ain't even
kinda
gonna
good
lie.
food.
Like I pay $16 to go eat at their buffet.
Yeah,
Their food's pretty good.
I guess well, it's also a little bit smaller, but like a Sizzler, there's just a weird quality of life that goes to a buffet.
Man, I ate at a Sizzler once and I saw a cockroach crawl on the wall. Never ate at a Sizzler again. It's just
Fuck buffets. I like how this whole thing turned
Yeah,
into a
yeah, right? Fuck buffets.
bashing.
Wait, what was our
buffets.
topic again? What is your definition? My definition of the munchies? Fuck buffets.
They sound good,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just for the record, though, since we are on the subject of buffets, my friend did show me the trick straight up. You avoid drinking your drink through a straw because it's something about like the soda and the bubbles. Have you not ever heard that? That if you drink it through a straw, like it supposedly fills you up faster. And then you always you gotta hawk the fucking places when they do the switch out with the new fresh one. That's when you bounce in on the meal. Don't get that old shit. And fill up on the seafood, whatever exotic.
I hate seafood.
Oh,
There's
man.
just I can't help it.
Whatever the most
Like-
expensive thing they have.
Steak.
Like
always.
if they have a person there
steak
cutting
is
tri-tip.
steak is never wrong. Steak
Go
is
for
never
that.
bad. I would live off of
Some
steak
buffets you
if
can have
if I could.
crab legs and then they dunk them and boil them for you. And then
I actually
you
got chased up the
buttery.
beach by a crab when I was 6. I kicked it and it chased me, and I was 6, so I was afraid. And my Filipino grandmother comes swooping in to save the day with her flip flop, bro.
Chancla.
Bro, my grandmother killed that crab, shoved it in her tote bag, took it home, fucking cooked it, and ate it at the table while sitting there cursing at it
Fuck the gangster.
for chasing me.
Who's gangster?
Yo, my grandmother, she might be short, bro, but she'll fuck shit up if she has to.
That's awesome.
Like, but
I like that.
yeah, absolutely.
Do we have a third?
I think actually no. I feel
topic?
like we ran through those pretty quickly tonight.
Yeah, I mean.
Ed Snowden, CIA. Epstein didn't kill himself.
Shit.
Alright, looks like that's all the time we have for tonight, crew. So, like always, from all of us here at CannaBase, stay lit, stay tuned for our next episodes coming out soon. Yeah.